That's not the only place where the political temperature is rising. It's also heating up ahead of the December 1st civic polls next week for the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. Now, in normal times, this would be seen as a normal local election. But the BJP has invested a lot of political capital in the Hyderabad civic polls to take on the ruling Telangana Rashtra Samiti. Today, it was the turn of the BJP chief JP Nadda to do a road show. Is Hyderabad now and Telangana the next target of the BJP election machine? Take a look.
Battle for Hyderabad heats up. It's local civic polls, but the high decibel campaign compares with that of a national one. The BJP has deployed its top guns ahead of the voting on December 1st. Party chief JP Nadda entered the poll battlefield on Friday, holding a road show in Chevala ward.
इतनी बड़ी संख्या में आप सब आए हैं, ये अपने आप में केसीआर को संदेश दे रहा है कि तुम्हारे जाने की बारी आ गई है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के आने की बारी आ गई है.
Never has Hyderabad seen such an intense campaign for GHMC polls. After Nadda, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and Home Minister Amit Shah are next in line to storm TRS turf.
अगर गली इलेक्शन में दिल्ली से लीडर उतर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब है कि उन्होंने हार मान लिया अपना, और इसे लड़ाई शुरू होने से पहले ही अपना they have thrown in the towel is what I would like to believe.
Away from the poll frenzy, Charminar, kebabs, bakery, bustling markets, this is how Hyderabad looks like.
Not only the glasses made high-rise buildings or the high-tech city, the Hyderabad is much significant for its heritage, iconic, historic, old city. Well, these cavalry are here for the security of the local, and that's the iconic Charminar of the old city, Hyderabad. The Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation elections has set the tone not as a local civic election, but as significant as any assembly or even the general elections, because there is a heating temperature amongst the political parties.
The local issues seem to concern people more.
अच्छा, ये बताइए, म्यूनिसिपल इलेक्शन में आप वोट डालते हैं, यहाँ इतनी गंदगी क्यों है फिर?
गंदगी की तो खैर ये तो जमाने से तो ऐसी चाहिए.
बहुत सारी जगहों पर देखते हैं ना कैसे दो कम्युनिटी के बीच में लड़ाई होती है. ओल्ड सिटी का जो नेचर है वो क्या है?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह गंगा जमुना तहजीब है यहाँ पर. हम तो पूरे हिंदू मुसलमान सब मिलजुल के रहते हैं.
Be it election or not, every morning Telangana starts with baked pancakes or biscuits with hot served tea. Politics is also on the menu.
This election, this seems to be making more headlines, than any other elections. What is the reason that you see?
Sir, it's a non-subject. People can love and enjoy the political issues, and every day they can see the new issues. Each party can give the new comments to the public.
It's a three-way contest between BJP, TRS, and AIMIM. As we move around, we came across some AIMIM supporters.
ओल्ड सिटीजन मंदिर पक्की है.
अच्छा, वैसे साहब
इनको कोई भी नहीं हरा सकता.
The Hyderabad now set the tone for the local municipal election, and perhaps it is bearing a more significance than even assembly poll. So far you have seen only the significance either in the national capital or Mumbai's municipal corporation election. But Hyderabad, the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation election is really making growth, and it is turning interesting every day. Well, of course, for the statements only. But for now, in Hyderabad with Sanjay, this is Ashutosh Mishra reporting for India Today.
And let's go over to our newsmaker of the day. I'm joined by the senior Telangana Minister and the working president of the TRS, KT Ramarao. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. KT Ramarao. The big question at the moment, the BJP putting in all efforts into this Hyderabad civic poll. Has the sheer weight of the BJP machine got you now worried, taken you by surprise, just the effort that all the top leaders are putting in by campaigning aggressively in what was otherwise seen as only a local election in Hyderabad?
Hi Rajdeep, in fact I'm neither worried nor concerned, but I'm amused, to put it mildly, because this is a local body election. This is the election for a municipal corporation. We have 141 municipalities in Telangana, and this is one among them. But the BJP seems to think that this is something larger. Good luck to them. But I can tell you one thing for sure, Rajdeep, that they've tried in the past as well. You know, an entire team, starting from the Honorable Prime Minister to Mr. Amit Shah to the entire cabinet, had campaigned in the last election, last assembly election here, where we won convincingly, and they have lost deposits in about 105 seats out of the 119 contested. So their efforts are not new, and I hope the same results will also continue going forward.
But KT Ramarao, the big difference, you're saying 2018 when you swept the elections and 2020 now, is that the BJP has grown. In the 2019 Lok Sabha election, they got almost 20% of the votes in Telangana. They won 4 Lok Sabha seats, and only a few weeks ago, they won that crucial Dubak by-election where they finished 3rd in 2018. Now they trumped you. The fact, therefore, is the BJP is the rising force at the moment. Is that something that you appreciate, that you understand now, and that has pushed you in some way on the back foot now, that the BJP sees Telangana as their next big frontier?
No, not at all. In fact, let me correct 2 things there. Yes, the BJP has won 44 Lok Sabha seats in Telangana. But right after the Lok Sabha, Rajdeep, there was the Zilla Parishad elections, which happened in the entire state of Telangana in 32 districts. We won all 32 without even losing one. And then elections to the municipalities happened. Out of the 130 municipalities that went to polls, we won 122. So therefore, I look at the whole, Dubak election that happened, where we lost very, very narrowly with 500 votes, as just an anomaly. So it's not something that I am overtly concerned about.
But the fact is that, let's be clear, for the BJP, Hyderabad in particular is fertile territory. This is a city, KTR, with a large minority population, about 35-40%. The BJP in the past has perfected the politics of polarization in such places with large minority pockets. Hyderabad, in a sense, is an ideal growth area for the BJP. You may have seen the kind of speeches the BJP is making. They are now planning to rename Hyderabad as Bhagya Nagar. They are saying that they will drive, in a way, Owaisi out of his citadel as well. And that, in a sense, is perhaps the platform to then build and go across Telangana. Do you agree that they claim they are not practicing minority appeasement politics? They will set a new narrative for Hyderabad city.
Well, Rajdeep, I think the question that one needs to ask oneself is, what does the common man of Hyderabad want? Does he want the name changed, or does he want game-changing kind of policies as far as his life is concerned? We believe in being game changers and not in name changers, not in being name changers, firstly. And secondly, let me also tell you, I don't think this kind of polarization, this kind of tactics, or anything new to Telangana. BJP had won in the past year also. In fact, in the 90s, they had won 6 Lok Sabha seats. Subsequently, they allied with Telugu Desam Party. So it's not like BJP is an unknown entity in Telangana. They've been here before. There were ups and downs, and I see this as one more little bit of a blip. But to read more into it, to think that they can make a dent, I think is reading too much into it. But I can tell you one thing for sure. On the 4th of December, when the election results would be announced, you'd certainly see that the people of Hyderabad would have responded to this entire polarization campaign, where they talked about Akbar, Bin Laden, Babur, and have talked about surgical strikes in Hyderabad. These are things that I think people can see through, and people will vote for progress, for development of the city, for carrying forward the good work that was done in the last 6 years.
But they are also called, the BJP is saying Asaduddin Owaisi, the AIMIM MP, Hyderabad MP, is a modern day Jinnah. Let's get it clear. There is a perception that you have been in a tacit alliance with Mr. Owaisi all these years. Now the BJP says they are here to expose these alliances between the TRS and Owaisi. To that extent, has this pushed you on the defensive? Has this, in a way, made it even more difficult for you to come out of this politics of polarization in Hyderabad?
Well, Rajdeep, there are also a lot of accusations flying thick and fast that Mr. Asad Owaisi is also having a tacit alliance with BJP. That's why he's contesting in Bihar and elsewhere. I'm not going to answer to those kind of accusations and speculations, but all I can say is one thing. TRS has contested in 150 seats in Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation election 5 years ago. We won 99. We have trounced the Majlis in their bastion. We won 5, came close second in 12. This time also we are contesting in 150. So therefore, people might say a number of things. In fact, let me also remind you, Rajdeep, we have supported the BJP government in Delhi on number of accounts, GST, demonetization, 370, president election, vice president election. Does that mean we are allies, and does that mean we are, we are going to be together in government? No. Likewise, Majlis Party had also supported us on number of issues. That doesn't make them allies, and if we are not allies of BJP just because we support them on issues, so is the case with Majlis then.
But do you accept in some way that the BJP's powerful entry now into Telangana, into Hyderabad, am I to understand that all of this is a wake-up call for your party, that there is a sense that the TRS has become arrogant, there is family Raj? Do you concede in some way that your party has lost its way after being seen as responsible for the formation of Telangana? Is there a wake-up call somewhere in the aggressive campaign that the BJP is now taking to capture, for starters, the opposition space and then maybe topple you tomorrow?
Well, I only have a request for the people of Hyderabad. Vote for progress, vote for the continued progress of our city, continued development of our city. Choose decisive policies over divisive politics, and continue to invest faith and repose faith in the leadership of our Chief Minister, Shri KCR Garu.
I want to ask you in conclusion, because I saw one of your one-liners on the campaign. You seem to be saying that this election is between the gully boys and the Delhi boys. I want to try to understand, what are you saying? Are you saying that the BJP is not a party of Telangana? Are you trying to play regional politics here, saying TRS versus BJP is like Hyderabad versus Delhi?
All I'm saying is, Mr. Modi, Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi says vocal for local. So I've been asking people as to who the local party here is. And, it is us, the Telangana Rashtra Samiti, which is most certainly the local party. And so I've been appealing to the people that the gully party, the local party here, should be chosen over the Delhi party, which is, of course, the BJP and the Congress, of course.
Let's leave it there, K.T. Ramarao. People will then want to see whether the gully boy triumphs over the Delhi boys. Will the national party triumph in Hyderabad, or will it be the regional party? Thank you so much for joining me on what's going to be the big battle for Hyderabad. We'll wait and see what happens on the 4th of December.
Thank you.
Remember, you can catch the entire interview. It's a much longer interview that we've done with K.T. Ramarao. That exclusive Saturday 10:30 a.m. and at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.